Hi there, Alex Hickey here with the next song in my Myth of Normal song project. This is another song for chapter 30. It's called Guilt, and it deals with a part of the chapter in which Dr. Maté defines and identifies two different kinds of guilt and talks about the purposes that they have within most human systems. I'll just say that the cold I was coming down with when I recorded last week's song has become the cold that I'm trying to get over while I record this week's song, so I do apologize for my voice. It's a little bit rough. Let's talk about two kinds of guilt. The healthy kind that leads to regret and amends, and the unhealthy kind tied to low self-worth that keeps us stuck in a dead end. Why does being accountable sometimes feel impossible? If I can't recognize I've done wrong, the hurt just goes on and on, on and on, on and on and on and on and on. I've acted in ways that called for healthy remorse. I've broken trust and been harsh and lied. When I've been self-aware, checked my moral compass, I've done what I could to repair, to rectify, but many a time I have not been able to own up to the things I have done. I've dodged and blamed others, and I've turned the tables. I've used every excuse under the sun. Why does being accountable sometimes feel impossible? If I can't recognize I've done wrong, the hurt just goes on and on, and on and on and on and on, on and on and on. This unhealthy guilt is a long ago tactic that kept us attached to our carers. We tried to take on their burdens, denied our own needs, reassured them, took the blame for their errors. This defense can result in chronic self-denial that poisons us and limits our lives. We put on the mantle of compulsive self-sacrifice while we can't own our own mistakes or apologize. Why does being accountable sometimes feel impossible? If I can't recognize I've done wrong, the hurt just goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It's a terrible trap to feel constantly guilty while believing we can't be redeemed. To gain a brief reprieve, we'll give in to the feeling, though it means we don't get what we need. The more that we fight this, the more it takes over. The answer is to give it more space. Listen to it, give it a seat at the table, so it won't have to wreck the whole place. If we can say, I hear what you're saying, thank our guilt for letting us know, then choose to use our adult wisdom to judge what we're doing, so we run the show. This is the way to get out of this trap, to grow up and own what we need. I'm not saying be selfish, just please be authentic with less guilt and more responsibility. If we can say, I hear what you're saying, and thank our guilt for letting us know, then choose to use our judge what we're doing, so we run the show. Thanks for listening.